How's everybody doing tonight? Are you having a good weekend? I am having a good weekend, but I've been busy. I'm going to tell you what, it's crazy. And I know we're a minute or two late getting rolling tonight. You know what? I was in messages. I had a lot more messages than I normally have, and I was just trying to power through them. And the next thing you know, I looked up and I'm like, uh-oh, it's 10 o'clock. All right, so we have not a ton of stuff to break tonight, but of course what we have is going to be awesome. It is a three-peat basketball box. Then we're going to do a half case of the Leaf jerseys. It'll be the start of a new case. We'll do a full case of Clearly Authentic Baseball, and we'll wrap it up with a full case of National Treasures Collegiate Football. So yeah, pretty full slate tonight, but one that won't take us as long as it did last night anyway, that's for sure. Pardon me. I don't know what's going on there. I've got some kind of, I don't know. It's like swallowed a bug kind of feeling, except I didn't swallow a bug. Okay, so we have a little information to go over before we start breaking tonight. This I'm putting up here just very quickly in case somebody is interested in it. And it is a random team break that we're going to do for a case of 2018 Leaf Greatest Hits football. And we will also adding to that break an autographed Saquon Barkley football jersey that I bought on Friday from one of my distributors. So it's winging its way here now. I think we'll probably have it Monday. It is $45 a spot. All costs are included. Of course, we'll break it when it fills. This is one of the breaks that if you don't pull anything, you don't get anything. There's no consolation cards on this direct random team breaks. Of course, as always, there are no return, no refund items. If you're not familiar with Leaf Greatest Hits, it's not actually Leaf cards in there. I mean, they do usually have a Leaf card in there, but what you're really bidding on, the main meat of it, are buyback cards. So they're usually from Topps and Panini. They're often very high end, often graded. If they're not graded, they're at least encased. Anyway, it's a fun product. If you're interested in one of the spots, shoot me a message over on eBay. And right now I'm just taking names to fill it. I will invoice when we get a little closer to time to see when we can break it. All right, so that's how that's going to work. Next up, guys, feedback. A quick note to let everyone know I have it automated. And that's because I'm always going 1,000 miles an hour and I never seem to ever get caught up. I'm always just kind of lapping myself. So this way you don't have to wait on me, right? As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. And of course, the most important thing there is a little note to say thank you, because I do appreciate you bidding and breaking and hanging out with me, spending part of your weekend here. A quick look at breaks that are coming up. These are things that are already listed on eBay that will be breaking over the next 5 days. So we're doing the triple, it's actually called three-peat in basketball, but we're doing the triple memorabilia box tonight in basketball. Tomorrow night we're going to do it in baseball. We will also open the last case I have of Leaf Flash football tomorrow night and a second case of Chronicles baseball, which was came out yesterday. We opened it last night. It was pretty awesome. Monday is an entirely free shipping break, so everything you see listed there to break on Monday will not cost any shipping if you want to jump in those. There's a multi-sport autographed jersey, an autographed basketball jersey, autographed baseball jersey, another half case of the Leaf jerseys, a couple of boxes of 2013 playbook, and a couple of boxes of 2010 plates and patches. On Tuesday, we'll have black gold football from 2014, and we're going to do a 2-case break of unparalleled football. So that'll be another big monster unparalleled break. On Wednesday night, keep in mind, if you were looking for Contenders draft pick basketball, Panini announced on Friday that release date has been moved. So it's going to move to the 31st, so we won't have it on Wednesday night. So we're going to be breaking 2016 black gold, a couple of boxes of 2007 Upper Deck, both things we haven't broken in a while, a third case of Origins football, and a third case of Chronicles baseball. On Thursday night, we'll break another half case of Leaf. And you know what we're going to break on Thursday that's going to be so much fun? We're going to do a half case of mini helmets. In this case, they are Gold Rush mini helmets. It's Series 3, and they just come out on Wednesday. But I decided to wait until Thursday to list the break, just, I don't know, in case somehow something happens and they don't show up the right day or the right night. Anyway, we're going to open a half case of 2018 Gold Rush Series 3 autographed mini football helmets. They've got ice helmets in there. They've got fire helmets in there. It's looks like a pretty awesome release. A lot of our new rookies, and we're going to break 6 of them as a half case. We will also break the last of the Topps Chrome Jumbo. That 8-box case is the last of the Topps Chrome. So that is what Thursday looks like for tonight. We got a couple of things going here. The 3-peat basketball and the football jerseys. Those are free shipping breaks. Anytime you do a break with me that is completely free shipping, you can look for it to get out the door about 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. Okay, so I'm projecting it to get out on Friday. Often I can get it out a little sooner than that, but plan on Friday and be pleasantly surprised if you see it shipped sooner than that. Also, if you are in one of those first 2 breaks with 3-peat and the football jerseys, if your team is not pulled, you are still entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year and any series. Normally, if you're in one of the free shipping breaks, I just hang on to those. I track that stuff for a rolling 90-day period. And then the next time you do pull a card or an item, I just gather them all up and I send them out with that package. That's how that would typically work. If you're in one of those free shipping breaks, which again are the first 2 breaks tonight, and you don't want to wait for the next package to go, just send me a message on eBay. I will gladly drop your consolation card in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it your way. Paid shipping breaks tonight are Clearly Authentic and National Treasures Collegiate. I am projecting those to get out the door on Wednesday. If I can get it out to you faster than that, you know I will. And if you happen to get skunked in either of those breaks, Clearly Authentic or NT Collegiate, your consolation cards are going to go with the rest of the break because that's a paid shipping break. So that's what we're looking like for tonight. Starting out with the 2018 3-peat basketball box. This is break number 7. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Saturday night, the 25th of August. You see a few teams did not sell. Those are just designated in there as no bids buyback. If something comes out for one of those teams, it hangs out here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you, well, you know the drill. We're going to get it to you on or before Friday of next week. A new spreadsheet will go up before the start of every break, so if you're not in this particular break with the 3-peat box, you're going to see your name up there in lights shortly. Not to worry, not to worry. And last but not least, I don't use autofocus. That was me changing and manually setting the focus, and that's why your background went out of focus a tad little bit. So tonight we have Greg and Ruben and NM Scorpio 24. It's your first break here. Well, welcome, Scorpio. Nice to have you stop by tonight. Matt, you are asking about open spots. Those 3 teams that I just rolled through there are the only teams that didn't sell tonight, just here in this 3-peat basketball break. Everything sold in all the other breaks tonight. Man, that is loud. They use some kind of cellophane type stuff, right? It's not even a regular kind of plastic overwrap. It's some nasty, loud cellophane. All right, here's our basketball. I gotta try to get all this out of here without also knocking the camera over, which is what I usually do somehow, is knock the camera over most of the time. But I think, oh no, instead I knocked the box over this time. A change of pace. And Marty is here. Marty's going to be looking for an Acuna in Clearly Authentic, which, you know what? We've had some pretty good luck with the Braves in Clearly Authentic. I can cheat a little bit because there's a sticker on the edge of this bag that tells me who this is that's going to be on this autographed basketball, and I'm going to have to double check the team on it to make sure that I don't call it out wrong. But first we got to get it out of all this paper. I don't know why they put it in all this paper. Okay, so can you see that? Yes. It is Lenny Wilkens is our autographed basketball, and he's Hall of Fame 80, whatever all that says. Whatever. How could you be Hall of Fame all 3 of those years? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, there is a Dave and Adams authentication with a hologram sticker. There is our matching Dave and Adams hologram sticker. And see, like, I think Lenny Wilkens would be the Hawks, right? I mean, that's what I think. But I don't know if that is right. So I'm going to go look it up. And if you are telling me in chat right now who it is, I can't see you for this moment in time because I am using the iPad, which is what I use to see chat, to look at Mr. Lenny Wilkens and see if I'm right, if he's an Atlanta Hawk or not. Like, I kind of think he is, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're going to just pull it up. We'll pull it up and find out. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, Lenny Wilkens. Oh, nobody wants his history. We want to know, like, his teams. Come on, man. Stats. Here we go. I'm getting there, guys. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, so he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Hawks, 2 Cleveland, 1 Portland, and who is this? Oh, the Seattle Supersonics. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, he definitely is the most seasons there with the Hawks. So, we are, in fact, if I can get back to where I need to go here, which I'm trying to do, then we're going to move on down the line as soon as I can get back where I need to be. So, I got one right. I got a Hall of Famer right on the first try. Aren't you proud of me? Lenny Wilkens and the Hawks on our autographed basketball. And, of course, it will go in this, it'll be sent to you in this same little handy drawstring carry case thing that it came in. Scorpio, you're asking how lucky are the Lakers in here? You know what? We have pulled, I don't remember if it was out of this or out of Gold Rush, but we have pulled a Kobe Bryant autographed jersey out of one of them. And didn't we pull another autographed Lakers? Didn't we pull Magic Johnson or something? Either out of Gold Rush or Hit Parade. I mean, as a whole, Scorpio, the Lakers tend to come out of stuff fairly often. But you never know, of course, on any given break what you're going to get. That looks a lot like Jamal Mashburn to me. That is the Dallas Mavericks, of course. We're going to flip it over and see here if I'm right. I am. It's Jamal Mashburn. So the Dallas Mavericks hitting our autographed photograph break. Ruben, you were a good guest there with the Seattle Supersonics. He did have a couple of seasons there too. But I was pretty sure that the Hawks were going to be the one he was with the longest. And of course, we looked it up there in the stats, and yeah, that was right. Oh, Ruben's trolling me. He's saying he can't believe I pronounced the name right. For those of you who are new to the break, I pronounce most names incorrectly. It's kind of a running gag. So we have a JSA authentication, and look who we have, a little Hardaway jersey. How about that, kids? And there's our JSA authentication sticker that matches it. And this is a custom jersey here for the Magic. It's not an official, as many of them are custom, but occasionally we get lucky and find an authentic swingman. But this is a custom jersey for the Magic with a little Hardaway action. Nice. So we had the Magic and the Dallas Mavericks and the Atlanta Hawks hit tonight in our three-peat box. Oh, Wes, you have not missed National Treasures yet. We're just getting started. You've probably got about 20 minutes, Wes, before we're going to be to NT Collegiate. Maybe even 25, somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay, we are headed into, it's going to be a new case of jerseys that we're cracking open too. Now, many of you were around when we finished up this last case, and oh, it was incredible. We pulled one of the quarterback of the century's jerseys out of there with the quadruple signatures. Man, was that thing nice. So we're going to hope for some awesome luck like that again tonight. If you did not see this a moment ago, if you joined us late, please take a minute to review the information you see there. It is projected shipping dates for each of our breaks tonight, and also some information there at the top about consolation cards if your team is not pulled. So this is going to be 4 boxes of 2018 Leaf Autograph football jerseys. It's a half case break. It is break number 11. because it is the start of a new case, I'm going to take all of the boxes out. I will number each of them on the end, use random.org to determine which 4 we open tonight versus which 4 are going to be held over for the next break. I know there were a couple of people in here that still had some unpaid spots. So one of you talked to me about it, and I know what your situation is, and we're good. There is another unpaid spot in here, and I would really like it if you would please take care of it. It is somebody who has bid with me before, so I'm not gonna resell it at the moment. But please don't leave me stuck with it. Please don't be that person. This case is way too big and too heavy to get up on this little small space without knocking the camera all over the place. So I'm going to do what we normally do here, which is open it in the floor and then stack them all up. We're just going to have a giant tower of jerseys. Someone said the other night that quarterback of the Centuries jersey that we pulled, I mean, obviously they've got more than one, Leaf does, in their series, but that another one, you know, like the one we pulled, was selling for $2,000 on eBay. I don't know if that was asking price or, you know, finished, signed, sealed, and delivered, sold price, but either way, that was pretty incredible to think about that kind of money for that jersey. And I am trying to get myself on the right page so I can bring you along with me here. There we go. Now I think we're all together where we need to be here. Of course, this is pretty simple. I'm just typing in 1 through 8. I'll hit random a single time. First 4 numbers will open those corresponding 4 boxes. And here we go. We're going to be opening 6, 7, 8, and 3. 3, 6, 7, 8 is what we have been given tonight. And I'm trying to see... I'm sorry, hang on here. I'm just checking one thing, guys. I'm trying to check on one of these unpaid things. Not that I'm necessarily going to do anything with it, but... All right, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Did I switch your view back? I should not multitask. It's bad for me. All right. Well, think we can multitask well, and then really the truth of the matter is none of us are probably great at it. All right, so there are boxes 3, 6, 7, and 8. I'm just going to set all of them but one off to the side and out of our way so that I don't have the leaning tower of jerseys here. Oh, some of you guys are offering to buy the open spot. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting like I said, it is somebody who's bid with me before, and I'm hoping that they're just going to get it taken care of. So hopefully they will. Actually, I've got quite a few people tonight. I didn't realize I had this many people. So these are all people that have bid with me before, but there are a couple people that have jersey spots. So we'll just have to hope for the best, I suppose. Last night, of course, I resold all the spots, and then predictably, all the people who had the spots then send, nasty emails the next day. Why did you resell the spot? Well, why didn't you pay for the spot, First out is Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. I think we pulled LT out of our last case as well. So Lawrence Taylor and the Giants. Ruben, you said you don't even collect jerseys. You're just being greedy. Yeah, I'm just going to let them ride, and we'll hope that they get paid. I don't know. I go back and forth, as you all know. Half the time I resell them. Half the time I let them ride. And probably another 30% of the ones that I let ride, I get burned on. But, well, live and learn, I guess. This is Jim Plunkett for the Raiders. We've got a Leaf hologram authentication as well as the Leaf credit card kind of authentication there. And Jim Plunkett with the Raiders, second out. Then, Rod, you said probably all the spots you've been buying every night over the last month. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm confused. I must have missed something you typed in up there earlier. What else did you say? No, guys, the only unpaid spots, I mean, we have spots that sold and people haven't paid yet. The only unsold spots we had were those couple of teams up there in that three-peat basketball. Holy Moses, somebody's going to be happy. Sam Darnold, baby. Oh, yeah, looking like a week 1 starter for the Jets. And there is Sam Darnold's handsome autograph on there. It is Beckett authenticated. There's your sticker and your Beckett paper authentication. Nice hit if you've got the Jets tonight with Sam Darnold. And keep in mind, if you want a Saquon Barkley jersey, I have got one. That autographed Saquon Barkley is added to the break that I'm selling directly, not on eBay, the one we're selling through chat for the case of, it's a random team break with the case of Leaf Greatest Hits football. And I'm throwing in the autographed Saquon Barkley that I just acquired from my distributor on Friday. And then we have Todd Gurley coming out for the Rams. And it is Beckett authenticated as well. And there's the signature and your Beckett little piece of paper. Guys, when you get these coming to you, please make sure you find whatever little pieces of paper or credit card size authentications or whatever before you toss everything out, because usually I fold them up inside the jersey. So I know you're going to be excited and you're going to get it out of the bag and flip it open and take a look at it. Just make sure you find that paper so it doesn't go flying. Okay, so Todd Gurley and Beckett authenticated for the Rams. Sam Darnold, nice one for the Jets. Beckett authenticated as well. Then we have Jim Plunkett for the Raiders. That one is Leaf authenticated. And that, of course, means it has the little credit card thing in there rather than a piece of paper. And then the Lawrence Taylor for the Giants, which is JSA authenticated, and there's its paper. So New York, right? They did well. Jets and Giants both. Oh, Ben Rudd, you're talking about, yeah, you probably would have outbid those people who left me with all the unpaid spots last night. You might be right. I'm telling you, that was a mess. We had 4 in basketball, 1 in baseball, and 2 in football. But you know what? Ruben stepped up and helped us out and picked up all but one of those, and someone else that bids often picked up that other unsold or unpaid rather team. So we ended up getting it done. It just took us a little longer. Give me 1 second, guys, to get these jerseys put away. Okay, we are headed into Clearly Authentic. My last case of this, sadly, unless I go pick up some more somewhere and pay a king's ransom to get it. So we'll see how that shakes out, but I probably won't unless the prices have come down a little from the last that I saw of them. So one more time, here's the info. The difference is on Clearly Authentic and National Treasures, because these are paid shipping breaks. A, I'm projecting an earlier shipping date, which is Wednesday. And of course, if I can get it out to you sooner, I will. And B, if you get skunked in one of these next 2 breaks, because they are paid shipping breaks, any consolation card or cards that you are due are going to head out the door to you when the rest of the break ships. So we are in a 20-box case of 2018 Topps Clearly Authentic Baseball. It's case break number 8. Same format as before with team names on the left. Your name in lights as the winning bidder there across from it on the right-hand side. Scorpio, I think, everything, and by the way, guys, no hits in here for Tampa Bay Rays. That's why they were not listed for sale. Scorpio, we have everything is sold tonight. There were some unpaid spots, kind of sitting there. But again, they are people who have bid with me before. So I have a tendency when it's people who have bid with me before, especially if they've bid a few times, I usually do let those ride, as opposed to if it's somebody that I don't know or I'm not familiar with at all, and that sort of thing. So the ones that are sitting tonight are people that are known to me, so we're going to let those ride and hope for the best. But I do definitely appreciate your willingness there to pitch in. You said, Scorpio, you pulled a Saquon Barkley from an $80 eBay box 2 weeks ago. An $80 eBay box of what product? Do tell. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Greg, you are talking about the case break of which thing? You talking about Leaf Greatest Hits Football, or are you speaking about a different product? If you're talking about the Leaf Greatest Hits Football, that one I'm selling directly through chat and email and that sort of thing. I'm not planning on, anyway, listing that one on eBay at the moment, unless I have, what looks like trouble filling the spots. Corey's here from Alaska. Corey, how are you feeling? Corey had a bad turn earlier this week and wasn't feeling well. So we're hoping Corey is feeling better. You are talking about the Leaf, Scorpio. Just shoot me a message over in eBay messages and let me know that you want a spot in that. I have a spreadsheet for that, which I had it briefly at the start of the break, and I can put it up again in a few minutes. I just can't put it up right at this exact moment because obviously we've already got the case open and I've already cut plastic on boxes, and so I don't like to take the view away from the card area once that happens. But I can put that up there again. But basically, it's random teams, obviously 32 spots, one for each of the NFL teams. It'll be a case of Leaf Greatest Hits Football, added to it an autographed Saquon Barkley custom jersey that I bought from my distributor that is en route. I think he said it's Beckett authenticated, but it could have been PSA. It's one of the two. And it is $45 per spot. And of course, what will happen is when we get it filled and everybody's paid, I will then let you know the schedule for when we're going to break that. And what else? We'll use random.org to match up the teams to the people who are involved in the break. And I think that's it in a nutshell. Oh, Ruben said, I'm not inquiring, I'm just nosy. You're not inquiring minds want to know? You don't want to know? All right. Marty says, hey, I'm looking for the guy on the front of the box. I want to see the Acuna come out of here. All right, well, good. So you're still feeling rough, but you're out of the hospital. So you know what, Corey? We're going to count that as a positive step because nobody likes to be stuck in the stupid hospital, do they? You just bought 3 packs of Topps Chrome and you hit an Ohtani refractor. Nice, man. You've been having some good luck with your retail stuff lately. Corey told us about he hadn't bought packs in forever, and he just started buying them again recently, and he has been pulling some really incredible stuff along the way. And we're kind of hoping in here, by the way, there's one, to find a few redemptions. It's not often that you're going to hear me say that we're hoping to find a few redemptions, but here's the reason that we are. Because in this product, if Topps gives us a redemption, they also still give us an autograph in the box. So for every redemption we find, we actually just end up with an extra hit. And we've been averaging, I would say, maybe 2 or 3 redemptions per case. That's on average. So there's our second one. So that means right now we're going to be at a 22 hit break as opposed to a 20 hit. So more is always better, especially when it is free. Oh, Marty, you said you hit Acuna in another break of this that you were in. gosh, I don't know if we've pulled him in here. I want to say maybe we have, but I'm not 100%. I know we pulled Ozzie Albies a bunch. I think maybe we've pulled Acuna, but honestly, we've pulled so much stuff. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of these days. So many things. All right, so we found 2 redemptions, which means we'll be in a 22-hit break as opposed to a 20-hit break. As always, we're going to save the redemptions to the very last. We'll flip them over and look at them at the very bitter end. So first out, we have a nice Austin Meadows for the Pirates, and Austin Meadows is the red parallel. He is numbered 250. Here come the Atlanta Braves with Ozzie Albies. Speaking of Ozzie, there he is. And also, oh yeah, there's your Acuna right there. So back-to-back hits for the Braves with both of the baby Braves, Ozzie Albies and Acuna. See, Marty, this is why you should not leave, right? This is why you should always break over here. We're just delivering them for you right now, right off the top. Here is a nice case hit for the Detroit Tigers. That is Alkaline /99. That's a very nice little hit there for the Tigers. And then we have Austin Hayes for the Orioles. This is one of my personal favorites. You know why, because that is Joey Votto, numbered to 75 for my Cincinnati Reds. Joey Votto autographs really don't show up all that often, kids. So Joey Votto to 75, nice hit. Numbered to 75 for the Yankees, we have Dellin Betances. That is on a Mother's Day insert. And then we have Hunter Renfroe for the San Diego Padres on a Mother's Day insert. Corey, you've got teams in here, I think. Hang on a second. I mean, you've got you've got teams in here, I'm pretty sure. And I did combine them all for you, but let me see. Hang on, I'll tell you if I can find it. If I can find you. Oh, maybe you didn't, but you do still. But you do have an invoice open there, though, Corey. But it is for. Yeah, you're right. It's not for this. You're in National Treasures, and then you were in the Jersey break, and you're in the basketball break. Yeah. So, but I know you're traveling home from the hospital. I knew what your situation was, so I let yours ride. No problem tonight. That is numbered to 99, Kyle Schwarber. And the Cubbies, that is another case hit. And here is Troy Scribner to 50 for the Angels. Ruben's shaking his head because I already pronounced Alkaline's name wrong. And here's Greg Allen for the Cleveland Indians. But you guys, you all know I'm going to do it. You know about 2/3 of the names I'm going to say wrong. I don't even know why you would think I would pronounce it right. That's Rowdy Reed for the Washington Nationals. This is for the Milwaukee Brewers. It is not numbered. Why is it not numbered? I don't know. It's a Memorial Day insert, but I don't know why it's not numbered. That's weird. Victor Robles, there's a nice hit for the Nats, numbered to 99. For the A's, we have Matt Olson. It's numbered to 75. Yeah, I thought you were in here, Corey. That was my bad, man. I thought you were in here. Well, Atlanta Braves, this is a welcome back for Marty, isn't it? We've already hit Acuna. We've hit Ozzie Albies. Here's another Ozzie for you. That one is numbered to 75. So we're definitely, we're welcoming Marty back here with open arms, aren't we? Here is Nico Goodrum for the Detroit Tigers. Gleyber Torres is nice. Gleyber Torres is numbered to 50 for the New York Yankees. That's an excellent hit for the Yankees. Ruben's kind of trolling UK now, I think, saying, hey, why didn't I learn how to pronounce anything there? I never took a foreign language, and I'm pretty sure that's why I have difficulty with stuff like that. That is numbered to 25. It is Hunter Renfroe and the San Diego Padres. I took Latin. I took 2 years of Latin, but that's a dead language. But I never took a foreign language, and I think a lot of the times, that helps you with pronunciation of, guess what? Names from, people from other countries, for instance. That's numbered to 75. It's Anthony Banda for the D-backs, the Diamondbacks. I am not wearing a glow necklace. Do you want a glow necklace for some reason? We have Francisco Mejia, clearly authentic green parallel for the Indians. We will go to the checklist and verify that. What you probably see is a reflection of the camera lens. It's up on a tripod, so you probably see the light hitting into the camera lens, reflecting back to you would be my guess, but I can't say that for sure. And there is another Francisco Mejia, so there's 2 in a row. I hate when they do that. Although they didn't give us a lot of duplication tonight, so we're going to have to give Topps a little bit of props for the fact that they didn't absolutely crush us with duplications this evening. Let's go over here to our checklist and get this all verified up and ready to go. Oh, and I just saw Diamond Icons go by on that checklist, which reminded me I still haven't listed Diamond Icons. Daggone it. Obviously, we're not breaking it release night, which is Wednesday night, which was moved from this past Friday night because I have forgotten to list it. So we'll probably break it Friday night upcoming. So there is Francisco Mejia for the Indians, as we expected to find. There he is, and he is all now nice and verified. So clearly authentic redemption, clearly authentic green parallel redemption, both for the Indians, both for the same player. To recap, we have the Diamondbacks, the Padres, nice hit for the Yankees, nice hit for the Braves, nice for the Nationals. It's actually a pretty good case. Detroit Tigers, the Oakland A's, the Nats, the Angels, Kyle Schwarber case hit, numbered to 99 for the Cubbies. The Brewers, the Indians again, Hunter Renfroe Padres again. The Yankees, the nice Joey Votto for the Cincinnati Reds. That's an excellent hit for the Reds. Austin Hayes for the Orioles. The Alkaline for the Tigers. Nice Ronald Acuna for the Braves. An Ozzie Albies for the Braves. And an Austin Meadows to 50 for the Pirates. So that, kids, is clearly authentic, and that's the last of it, unless I can find some more at a reasonable price. If I can, I'll pick up a few more cases, but usually this far after a product's been out, they've jacked the prices up and they don't bring them back down. So that's what I'm thinking. You're asking who the Padres were. We just went back through that. Were they both Hunter Renfroe guys? I think they maybe were both Hunter Renfroe. I think so. The jersey break, we have already done the jersey break. It was actually a half case jersey break, but we have already completed that. We are now headed into our last break of the evening, which is our National Treasures Collegiate Football. As soon as I can get our spreadsheet set up for that. So you probably have seen this by now or heard this by now, but you know what? People jump in and out all the time. So in case you haven't, please take a moment, review the information that you see there in regard to the anticipated shipping date for each of our breaks, consolation cards. The way it's written applies to the free shipping breaks. If you're in the paid shipping break, the only difference is you don't have to wait until your next package goes, because obviously you'll have a package going from this because it's a paid shipping break. So if you're due consolation cards from Clearly Authentic or NT, they're going to head out the door with the rest of the break for you. 4 boxes of 2018 National Treasures Collegiate Football. This is a full case break. It's break number 3. This is also the last of the NT Collegiate. I did not order a ton of it because there was a lot of stuff coming out at that same time, And normally you can go back and find NT Collegiate without really any problem. You can go back and get it week, 2 weeks, sometimes even 3 weeks later. Oh yeah, not this year. Of course not. The 1 year, where I order a little bit less and then I try to find more and everybody's like, no, gone. So this is our last case of it too. You're talking about the jersey break. Okay, our breaks tonight, which have already been completed, are the 3-peat basketball box, the half case of Leaf autographed jerseys, and then the full case of Clearly Authentic Baseball. We are now getting ready to open National Treasures Collegiate Football. That is the last break that we have tonight. Those are the only breaks that sold on eBay tonight. If you are talking about a random team break, you might have been referencing the Leaf Greatest Hits football break that I was talking about earlier. And that is not being sold through eBay. That I'm selling through chat and messages. And it is a full case of 2018 Leaf Greatest Hits football, and I'm adding to it, as part of the break, a Saquon Barkley autographed football jersey that will be given out via random to someone who is participating in that break. So does that answer the question? Or I'm not sure if it does. I'm thinking maybe that's what you mean, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me know. That is the one. Okay, cool. Yeah, just shoot me a message over there on eBay and just let me know that you want in and how many spots you want. And I will add you to that spreadsheet and we can do it like that. And actually, if you hang around, I meant to put it up here in between these two and I forgot, just out of habit. I don't normally put it up in between product breaks. But if you hang around until after we do this NT Collegiate, I can put all the information up on the screen again for you as well. But basically, it's $45 a spot. Obviously, there's 32 spots to represent the 32 teams. When it fills, probably when it looks like it's getting close to filling, I will invoice everyone. And then once everybody gets paid, we'll actually schedule the night that we're going to do it. I hope that it's going to be sometime here in the next few days, because I really don't want it to drag on forever. And once we get that done, then we'll do a case of Leaf Greatest Hits basketball, and we'll do the same thing, except it'll be a different autographed jersey. It won't be Saquon Barkley. It'll be a different one, whichever one I buy or find or whatever. So Ruben says, if I were to win the Barkley jersey, you would burn it. Don't burn it, man. Sell it. You wouldn't want to burn it. You could sell it on eBay, probably get like $150 or something. Like it's worth some little change there. So no, again, it's not going to break tonight, the random team break. It's a situation where when it fills, we will get it scheduled to break. So it's not going to be tonight unless all of a sudden, all 32 spots sell right now immediately and everybody pays immediately, then we could do it. But if, in the absence of that happening, it would break when it fills. So that's the deal. Wes, you want to know what you have in this product? I have no idea what you have in this product. Hang on a minute. Again, I can't switch you back to the spreadsheet because I have stuff open. But let's see, what is help me out again, Wes. What's your eBay username? And I can tell you who you have in here because I don't know it off the top of my head. Oh, I bet this is you. Wesser, Wesser. I bet that's you. In which case it is the Ravens and the Eagles belong to you in this break, looks like. Yeah, Ravens and the Eagles. All right. Ruben's still saying that he's going to put the Giants jersey on the grill. No, man, that'd just be like throwing $150 on the grill. Why would you do that? No way, man. I don't care if I pull like the jersey from my most hated rival, division rival. If I could sell it and make $150, I would sell it. I would not burn it. I would make some money. But I've never been one of those jersey burning types. You know, like when your favorite player leaves or whatever. We always have the LeBron saga. Not this time, but because he won them the championship first. But, you know, the burning of the jerseys when they leave in free agency and stuff. It's just, I don't know. That's just not me. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have in National Treasures. Before I start picking cards up, a couple of things to note here. Everybody's going to be in their college uniform. They're going to go to their current NFL team if they are an active player. If they are a retired player, no longer active in the NFL, they will go to the team that they played for the longest, as in the most seasons, the most years, however you want to phrase it. So Brett Favre is first up with a base card /99. That, of course, goes to the Green Bay Packers. And then we have Earl Dutch Clark, and I have absolutely no idea where that goes. That is numbered /25. I've never heard of this dude, and I have no idea. So we're going to set that up there. We will look that up at the end of the break. Red Grange is numbered /49. Red Grange will go to the Bears. Jerry Rice /49 to the 49ers, appropriately enough. And here we go. LSU Leonard Fournette, which of course Fournette, numbered /99, is going to the Jags, who are playing, actually. They may be done by now, but they've been playing tonight. Akram Wadley for the Titans. I see a little imperfection on that bottom edge down there. You guys are going to be finding that kind of throughout. Imperfect edges and corners, unfortunately, are a way of life these days. A quad relic. It is Marcus Mariota for the Titans, Amari Cooper for the Raiders, Melvin Gordon for the Chargers, and J.T. Barrett is a Saint. Here's what's going to happen with this. You have to own 51% or more to take the card outright. That means you need to own 3 of the 4 teams. If no one owns 3 of the 4 teams, we'll use random.org to distribute that amongst the 4 people who are on the card. Next up, a triple relic. We've got the same kind of scenario here. It is Ronald Jones for the Bucks, Sam Darnold for the Jets, and Deontay Burnett Titans. So that's another one where you've got to own 2 of the 3 if you're going to have 51% or more. In the absence of anyone owning 2 of the 3, it will go to random.org. And one more we're going to have to share. It is Mark Andrews and Baker Mayfield /99. And Mark Andrews is a Raven, and of course Baker Mayfield a Brown. And what are you saying over here, Ruben? You found a woman's cell phone at the mall, and you chased her into the parking lot and gave her the phone back. She noticed your Eagles hat, and she gave you a pair of autographed gloves from her nephew, Corey Clement. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that plan. This is numbered /99. It is Justin Jackson. And Justin Jackson is a Charger. Wes is looking for a Carson Wentz. He's trying to ride the mojo wave to get to Carson Wentz. Ricky Williams for the Dolphins /99. I have pulled Ricky Williams out of every case that we have opened, by the way, for what that's worth to you. Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker is numbered /34. Now we have a booklet for Josh Adams. Josh Adams is, guess what? An Eagle, Wes. So it's not your Carson Wentz, but we've got you a nice little booklet here. Dual relics, 1 on each side, of course. The hard-signed autograph on the insert there, and it is numbered /99 for Josh Adams and the Eagles. Oh, baby. Oh, Browns. Look at you go. Baker Mayfield, 5 of 5. Yeah, baby, look at that. Look at that. You got a nice piece of the bowl patch. He has that little tiny autograph. That's my only thing. Like, I wish you'd take up more space. But anyway, if you have the Browns, Baker Mayfield booklet to 5 with a spectacular patch attached to that. So there you go. Oh boy, I see one coming that's even going to make somebody happier than that Baker Mayfield just made the Browns. Bo Scarborough, this is numbered to 10 for the Dallas Cowboys. Look at that patch. Man, we have got some nice booklets coming out of here tonight. The patches in our booklets are incredible at the moment. And then we have Dante Pettis, numbered to 10 for the 49ers. And another beautiful one. Oh, yeah. We are crushing this case right now. Absolutely crushing this case. But it's going to get better. It is. I'm going to leave it up there, though, for a minute. This is numbered to 99. It's Kiki. And Kiki is headed to the Houston Texans. And then we have Ron Dayne to 25. And I'm going to have to look Ron Dayne up too, guys. I don't know length of service-wise. I don't know what team that goes to. So Ron Dayne's going to have to go up here with our Dutchman. And I'll have to look him up. Numbered to 99, it's Traquan Smith and the Saints. Oh, Wes is feeling sad because the patch wasn't as nice in his booklet, he says. Yours was a little higher numbered, you know, that's why. I think yours was to 99. These others were to 5 and to 10. So that's the difference. Kurt Benkert to 99. Undrafted free agent, signed with the Falcons, headed to the Falcons. Hayden Hurst, headed to the Ravens to 99. Oh, you're saying that Ron Dayne is a Giant? Okay, cool. You know I still go look all that up because that's just how I am. I mean, even when we know stuff, I always go to the checklist and whatever. I'm just kind of that way. So I will check it out as well because I'm weird like that. But thank you, Wes and Scorpio, for letting me know that that is a Giants hit because I did not know that. This is Deon Cain to 99. Deon Cain is a Colt. And then we have numbered to 99, Anthony Miller for the Bears. So I like that patch. It's very simple, right? With the royal blue and the black, but I like it because the black stripe is right dead down the middle. Here's Akram Wadley to 99. Akram is a Titan. I believe we pulled one earlier, if I recall correctly. Sony Michel for the Patriots to 25. Pats, that's a nice hit for you. Patriots have been cutting everybody, haven't they? Like, Patriots aren't even going to wait for September the 1st. They're just going to cut their whole roster before we even get to there. Here's Cameron Petway. He is numbered to 99. I went through this with Cameron Petway the other night. I can never remember where the heck he goes. I always want to say Falcons. I don't think that's right, but I can't remember. He was one of the undrafted free agents. I got to find him. Yeah, he was a UDFA, went to the Vikings, has been waived by the Vikings, but hasn't re-signed anywhere else. So we're going to leave him with the Vikings. Now we have two that I'm leaving back for a minute that we're going to save up till last. Luke Falk. Luke played a little bit tonight, numbered to 99. Ended up on his back a couple times. And there's another Luke Falk, by the way. Why stop at one when you can have two? This one is also numbered to 99. And then we have numbered 225. There is Bo Scarborough again. So Dallas Cowboys with another one. Ooh, boy, I see something good coming here, too. It's hard not to have something good, though. We're in National Treasures, right? I mean, there's like not bad stuff in National Treasures. But my Pittsburgh Steelers, who were kind of sweating things out, have a handsome James Washington here, numbered to 25. I'm not exactly sure what part of the uniform that patch is from. Is that the sleeve, maybe? I don't know, but it's really cool, whatever it is. James Washington got hurt today, by the by. A groin issue, I think it is. So we'll see how that shakes out. Or maybe it was abdominal, one of the two. But if it was groin, man, I remember what that did to Bud Dupree. He practically missed a season, so... Yes, kids, here it is. And not only is it Lamar Jackson, you got the flipping Cardinals head. Oh, how nice is that? I love this card. I love, 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 love this card. It's numbered to 5. It could be a 1 of 1 as far as I'm concerned. It's not really. It's to 5. But I think that is an extremely cool hit for a guy who's been a little hard to pull an autograph for. Let's face it. It's not exactly like Lamar Jackson's coming out every 5 seconds. And you're certainly not getting that Cardinals head every 5 seconds. But not to be outdone, here is Sam Darnold to 5. And you know what, guys? We pulled another one of these to 5 out of one of the earlier cases. So out of the Sam Darnolds to 5, we have pulled 2 of the 5. So if the same person had just been buying the Jets the whole way through, you could practically put the patch together at this point. So Jets, look at that, to 5. We've had a very nice break here with National Treasures. But we have a little work to do before we can get it in the books and wrapped up. So let me go. You guys have been kind enough to tell me who these are in chat. But as I said, I do go and verify them. It's just kind of how I do things. So bear with me here, and I'm going to look this stuff up. I will not be able to see chat for a minute while I'm looking this up. So as you're in there, if you're in there furiously typing away, giving me messages, I'm not going to see them for a minute. And of course, after we do this, we've got the random of the cards that are multi-team cards. So hang tight for that. And then following that, those of you who are interested in seeing the information again about the Leaf Greatest Hits Football random team break that we're going to do, selling out through chat and things, you let me know, and we'll put that info up there again too. All right, so Ron Dayne, this is the card right here that I am loading his stats. And he was 5 years with the Giants, 1 with the Bronco, 2 with the Texans. So exactly as you told me it would be in chat, he is a Giant. So we have that one all taken care of. Now we're looking up Earl Dutch Clark, who frankly I've never heard of, like ever in my life heard of Earl Dutch Clark. So I must have been absent that day when we discussed him in NFL history, because I don't know him. I'm assuming some of you do though, because someone typed in there a minute ago, I think, that he was a Lion or something, but I don't know him. So let's get him pulled up here. It's a base card, but to 25. And there are 5 seasons with the Lions, and something that says PRT, Portsmouth Spartans. That's strange. That must have been college or something. Anyway, so yes, he is a Lion, exactly as you guys said he would be. Not that I didn't believe you. I do believe you when you guys tell me that stuff, but I just, same reason that I go to the checklist if we get a redemption for Sam Darnold, even though we all know he's the Jets. It's just the right way to do it, I think. Mark Andrews and Baker Mayfield are on this card. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to bring you along with me. We will roll over here to chat and we'll find out who owns the Ravens and who owns the Browns. If the same person owns both, great. They get it outright. If not, we will enter this card in as Ravens and Browns. I always go left to right or top to bottom. So it'll go in as Ravens and then Browns. I would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 will not count. It will be only the third and final random that would determine where that card goes. So the Ravens right here, Wesser. And on the opposite side of that, we have M. Celloman, 1969. Is it cello or cello? Because cello would be the instrument, but yet cards are called like cello packs. So, weird. Anyway, we'll just call you 1969. And yeah, here we go. Over here to our sometimes friend, sometimes foe, I guess, depending on whether or not you win. But we're going to use whatever we want to call him, our compadre, random.org, our automated friend, to work on this. What's that big message up there in yellow, by the way? Ravens and then the Browns. What does that say? Seasonal maintenance. Oh, boy. Woo, I hope we don't need that tomorrow night then, having seasonal maintenance. All right, ignore the first one. Ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. And there you will see 3 times our date and time stamp. It is awarded to the Browns, the Baker Mayfield position on the card. So this is in a sleeve. I surely to goodness everybody knows I would not be writing directly on a card, but there we've demonstrated it again, just to be on the up and up. Ronald Jones is a Buccaneer. Sam Darnold is a Jet. Deontay Burnett is a Titan. We're going to rinse and repeat what we just did. Now let me get myself back on the spreadsheet page. All right, so Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is Red Rum. Oh boy, from The Shining, Red Rum. Red Rum. Then Sam Darnold. I know, I'm tired again tonight. What can I tell you? The Jets is Fast 0425. And finally, Deontay Burnett and the Titans. That's Genes for the Family 1. We are headed back over here to random.org. And this one, of course, going in again, starting on the left, it's going to go in as Bucks, Jets, Titans. Oh, nerds. Look what I did. Daggone it. All right. You can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There's 3 times, date and time stamp, headed to the Jets. The Sam Darnold position on the card. The Jets already had the nice Sam Darnold hit, and now they're going to add to their collection by taking home this triple relic. Once again, sleeve, not the card. And finally, we have Marcus Mariota, Titans, Amari Cooper for the Raiders, Melvin Gordon for the Chargers, and J.T. Barrett for the Saints. So you definitely know the drill by now. We're going to go right back exactly where we just were and take a look at everything again from a slightly different perspective. So the Titans are still Genes for the Family. The Raiders, Arlo Buck, I think. We're going to say that anyway. The Chargers, Red Rum. And the Saints, Genes for the Family. So he has 2. But 2 of 4 is not 51%. It's only 50%. So we are still headed to random. 51% or more. If you ever wonder about any of that stuff, it is all listed in the description down there at the bottom in that special circumstances area. Talks about all this kind of stuff and how it works. And that is Chargers. And who's our last one? Saints. Same drill, guys. Ignore the first 2. So no, and this one is no, and this one is yes. 3 times, date and time stamp, headed to the Chargers. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers. If I can get myself back on the right page, we'll take a look at it. All right, this is going to Melvin Gordon. Oh, did I say, Wes, did I say you had the... Oh, I see what you're saying. I had to read back up through the thing. I gotcha. All right, so this quad relic, guys, went to the Melvin Gordon position for the Chargers. So to recap, this one, of course, went to the Sam Darnold position. This went to the Baker Mayfield position for the Browns. Those were our cards that had to travel by way of random. Now let's take a look at the wonderful cards that we found. James Washington, Pittsburgh Steelers. Luke Falk and the Titans. Luke Falk and the Titans. Cameron Petway, Vikings. Sony Michel, Patriots. Who is that? Akram Wadley. Why? We've seen him like 100 times, and I couldn't recognize the card for a second for some reason. That is a Titan. Anthony Miller is a Bear. Dion Kane is a Colt. Is it Colt? Yeah, Dion Kane's a Colt. Always have to think about Dion Kane for a minute. Oh, there's that nice looking Sam Darnold to 5. I'm really impressed that we pulled the second one to 5 because, you know what? Really, truly, there's only 5 and we pulled 2 of them in our various breaks. That's pretty awesome. My absolute favorite card of the night, maybe my favorite card of the whole week, is this Lamar Jackson to 5. Beautiful cardinal head. The only thing that ruins it for me is that it's, I wish it had been hard signed. And still doesn't ruin it. I still absolutely love the card, but I do wish it had been hard signed. Bo Scarborough and the Cowboys. Hayden Hurst for the Ravens. Kurt Benkert, UDFA Falcons. Traquan Smith, Saints. Kiki is headed to the Texans. And then we have Herschel Walker. Did Herschel Walker ever play for more than one team? I guess I better go look that up too. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I forgot Herschel Walker was in there. I don't know if he played for more than one team or not. So I don't want to call it out and potentially be wrong. Because I will tell you, like, there's some people that I didn't realize that they played for other teams. When I'll go look it up, like, I so closely associate them with one particular team. And there was a Steelers player that was that way, Jerome Bettis. And I was like, Jerome Bettis never played for anybody but the Steelers. And they're like, yeah, he did. He played for so-and-so and so-and-so. So, you got to go look it up. That's why you go look it up. Because sometimes I have a team in my head and there's really another team in there. All right, Herschel Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Cowboys, the most seasons. And again, I would have never even remembered him playing for the Giants, but apparently played for the Giants for 1 year too. So there you go. And some other teams, but yeah, Cowboys. Ricky Williams is definitely a Dolphin. He's definitely length of service a Dolphin. This is Justin Jackson, and Justin Jackson is a Charger. There's another Akram Wadley. We had one earlier. He's a Titan. There's Fournette, of course, is a Jag. Oh, I see. Scorpio is typing in all the teams Herschel Walker played for. But, I mean, when you think of Herschel Walker, don't you just think of the Cowboys? And, frankly, I would have never even remembered that he played a year for the Giants. So, again, that's why I go look it up. So, Oh, Ruben says he can't break anywhere else because he feels like he's cheating. That's funny. You're cute, Ruben. This is numbered to 10. It is Dante Pettis with a really nice patch for the 49ers. One of a few really nice patches. And here comes another one. Bo Scarborough to 10 for the Cowboys. Another awesome relic. Following that comes Baker Mayfield, numbered to 5. Browns, you got to be loving that. Got to be loving that. And then our last booklet of the evening is the Josh Adams. It went to the Eagles. So that is National Treasures. It's in the books. It's wrapped up. I don't have any more, guys. I tried to buy more. I told you that's the story. There is no more to be had. I'm sure somebody's got some somewhere, and it'll eventually turn up at a gigantic price. But any place that I buy it, no, they are already gone, which is super unusual. So I had planned on picking up more for us, but sadly, it didn't work out that way. So spreadsheet info, you guys want to see again about the Leaf Greatest Hits break. So let's get that back up here for those who are interested in that. And, oh, Wes said you're showing my scrub patch for Josh Adams. Oh, come on, man. I know. But you were so excited until you saw the other patches, but that's how it always goes, isn't it? We're always happy with what we have until we see what someone else has. If it's better than ours, then we're sad. We're all that way. It's human nature. So again, here is this info for anybody who's interested. It's going to be a case of Leaf Greatest Hits football. Leaf Greatest Hits has buyback cards in it. Usually pretty high dollar hits because, I mean, those are like $600 boxes of cards. So so they're not inexpensive. The buyback cards, there are 4, I believe, to each box. And they can be graded or they can be encased. A lot of times they're graded, but sometimes they're just encased. I think there's also a Leaf regular card in there, you know, like a card that Leaf themselves made, but I don't think it's autographed or anything, so like it'll be in there, but it's not what we're focusing on. The buyback cards are the thing we want to know about. In addition to the case of the Leaf Greatest Hits, I'm throwing in an autographed Saquon Barkley jersey that I purchased from my distributor this week. So that will be awarded to somebody in the break just using random. So it's $45 a spot. We've got 32 spots, of course, because, yeah, there are 32 teams. And that includes shipping costs. We'll break it when it fills. I'll invoice it out when it looks like it's getting close to being filled. If you don't pull anything, there's nothing that's going to ship. There won't be any consolation cards or anything with that break. It's just if you hit, you're going to get it. You don't hit, there's nothing you're going to get. And of course, as always, like with any break, it's a no return, no refund kind of thing. And what else? Yeah, so then when it comes time to do the break, we'll use random.org to match up our teams to the people who have bought into the break. And then, of course, we'll use random to award the jersey. If you want one of these spots, if you want to jump in on this, just send me a message in eBay and let me know that you want in and how many spots you want, and I'll plug you in there. And again, I'll invoice you when we get closer to getting it filled. We got a ways to go. And, you know, well, hopefully it'll fill soon, but we'll wait and see how that shakes out. That is not where I wanted to be. This is where I wanted to be. So we will actually... We didn't look at this yet. In case somebody missed this earlier, I mean, I don't really hardly see how you could have unless you just tuned in. But for the sake of argument, in case somebody did, there's the shipping info. Projecting Friday or sooner for the memorabilia. If you didn't hit in the memorabilia break, your consolation cards, I'm typically going to hold until you next hit, and I track it for 90 days. If you don't want it held and you want it sent right away, send me a message. I'll take care of it. Paid shipping breaks tonight. If you got skunked in one of those, your consolation cards will ship with the rest of the break. Days ahead. Tomorrow night is a triple play baseball box. The last case I have of Flash football. A second case of Chronicles baseball, which, by the way, was really fun last night. And I liked it. And it's redesigned a bit from last year. And I like it a bunch. So I'm happy with Chronicles this year. Hopefully you guys are too. Monday night, loads of memorabilia. And everything we're breaking on Monday night is a free shipping kind of thing. There's going to be an autographed multi-sport jersey that's being sold first letter of the last name. So Saquon Barkley would go to B, for instance. Joe Namath would go to N, so on and so forth. There'll be an autographed basketball jersey, which, by the way, I wonder where that is. I don't even know if I remember seeing that. I guess it's here somewhere. An autographed baseball jersey. What else? For another half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, a couple of boxes of 2013 playbook, a couple of boxes of 2010 plates and patches. On Tuesday, it'll be a box of 2014 black gold. Haven't opened that in a long time. And 2 cases of unparalleled football. Wednesday is 2016 black gold, a couple of boxes of 2007 Upper Deck Premier, which we really haven't opened in a while. Full case of Origins football and a third case of Chronicles. Remember that Contenders Draft Picks basketball, which was originally slated to come out on Wednesday, has been pushed back to Friday for release day. Thursday, another half case of Leaf football jerseys. And this is going to be so much fun. I'm excited about this. It's going to be a half case of Gold Rush Series 3 autographed mini football helmets. And their cases are big. Usually with autographed mini helmets, the case is going to be a 6-box case or maybe an 8-box case. Theirs is a 12-box case, so it's a monster case. So we're going to have 6 mini helmets coming out of that break on Thursday night. And it will also be our last full case of Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball. So that is the days ahead. And what do we have here in chat? Yeah, see, Ruben agrees with me. Ruben's like, just tell if anybody could know what all comes out of Leaf Greatest Hits, they would like the spots would sell so fast. And it's true. There's some really good stuff that comes out of Leaf Greatest Hits, but I think people just aren't as familiar with it because it doesn't break as much on eBay or whatever. So that's what I think it is. And I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, and you said if you win the Barkley jersey, oh, you're not going to grill it now, so that's progress, Ruben. You're gonna put it up for charity, and then the proceeds are gonna go to buy tissues for the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Redskins fans. That's so mean. Oh, good grief. Wes, you're right. Nick Foles has not been looking super fly good here in the preseason, but it is also the preseason, and you know what? He'll be fine. He's just got to shake a little rust off, and he got popped pretty good back a game or two ago. But Nick Foles be fine, and he's a good guy. I like him. Oh, Fred, I didn't even see you in chat until just now when you're saying good night. I'm sorry if you were in there earlier and I missed you. Sorry about that, Fred. So I guess that's it for me tonight, kids. I'm going to actually try to get more than 4 hours sleep this evening. I'm really super jazzed about maybe getting to sleep for 6 or 7 hours. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to get all this stuff in its sleeves and top loaders and all the things that need to happen with it. And then I'm going to try to get in bed at a reasonable hour. Imagine that. All right, so good night, everyone. Thank you once again for joining. Hopefully I will see you again, if not tomorrow night, sometime soon. Take care now. Bye.